Hi there, it's Mark Sebastian, the founder of Option Pit, and this is the Vol Report reminder. This is for education purpose only, shouldn't be considered investment advice. Options have risk, consult a financial professional if you have questions. All right, well, quite the day here, folks. I don't know if you noticed, but the S&P 500 is off to the races, 28 and a quarter. Not a bad 28, 26, not a bad day. Why? Well, Google earnings knocked it out of the park. You can see it's up 4% on Alphabet, whatever. Google knocked it out of the park. You see that's drawing everything higher. Apple's way higher. Apple's way higher on the news. Amazon's way higher. I mean, even like your industrials are running hot. Caterpillar. John Deere's not doing much. I wish it would do more. Facebook's way up. So you can see all of the kind of the techie names, your FANG names are up nicely. But the banks continue to look hot too. Look at JP Morgan. It's almost 115 again. It's on its way to 120. That is one. Goldman and JP Morgan, two really nice bull plays I like. I think they could both go substantially higher between now and and when this run ends. I think it's very easy for them to make that kind of move. And with that, volatility is getting kind of slapped. You can see VIX is off nicely. VXX is off nicely. VIX is going to go back below 11. VXX is probably, as the day rolls on, has a decent shot at getting below 30 today. I mean, it could really take it in the chin. And especially if VIX gets below 11, and you could see some softness in VIX itself. So this morning, a customer was out selling the VIX 12 SEP 1214 put spread, and I'll say I kind of like that as a spread as a whole. I don't think that's a bad trade at all. So looking at the individual sectors, you can see kind of everything's up except for consumer cyclicals and utilities and a little bit of retail. You'd kind of expect that. So kind of a normal day. Now one comment from the peanut gallery that I would tend to also point is IWM is soft. Now, granted, we're having a pop off of a mega cap earnings. So this feels a little different than some of the other rallies, but IWM is soft. That's one to take note of. If that goes red, I start to worry about this rally. But it is being it's in a weird, it's kind of a rally sandwich in that you've got the two leaders, NDX and IWM, kind of sandwiching the S&P and the Dow. So keep an eye on that NASDAQ. It's up hugely. And so I would be looking for it to continue to move. So speaking of the NASDAQ, we're going to be keeping close eye on the Qs. We had a Q trade on from last week that ended up being a big. Actually, all of our butterflies that we threw on kind of end of last week paid off nicely. We got a really nice win out of Qs, Dow. The one trade that actually I kind of don't want IWM to move hard because I've got this kind of bull calendar-y trade that is running right to where I want it to run. That may come off for me today. So some trades I'll be looking at. I'm going to be looking at SPX, playing with maybe a bull calendar again. I'm going to look at probably playing with some VIX. I'm going to be looking at some post-earnings trades. So I want to look at Google now. Now that Google had earnings, I want to play with it. I maybe want to play with now that it's been a couple of weeks, I want to take a crack at Netflix. And then one of the things we're going to do in chat, and you definitely want to be there for this, is we're going to Andrew's going to kind of walk through Tesla and how one might put together a short squeeze trade. It's not hard, but we're going to do kind of a reminder of a quick way to develop a trade in a stock that's getting squeezed, and Tesla is in the middle of a short squeeze. And you're saying, how can you tell Tesla's in the middle of a short squeeze? Well, the 300 calls are 1920, and the 300 puts are 17. They're calling it 1910. So 1910 minus 18 is $1.10, and it's 390. So there's a 20-cent borrow on August Tesla. Now it's down from yesterday, and but there's definitely some squeeziness there. You can see we had a nice volume spike yesterday. So, and volatility starting to rally. So I think it's looking squeezy. We're going to play with that a little bit, and show how someone can set something up. And that should be kind of the day. We still have a whole host of earnings that are going to hold things up. Google came out. Amazon is reporting tomorrow. Apple next week, I believe. Yep, Apple next week. Facebook is tomorrow. So we got a whole host of the major players reporting in the next 2 days. Intel is another huge one. And then I think ExxonMobil and Exxon and CVX are on Friday. So we're going to have basically all of the top 10 of the S&P done by except for Apple, done this week. Procter & Gamble and Apple will be the two that are not done yet, and there you have it. All right, folks. So it should be an interesting day. Should be a lot of fun, and we'll be talking to you soon. Have a good one.